Hello, everyone. Welcome to Anime Sickos. Oh, this is a weird one. Get ready. This is a podcast for geniuses and the only podcast where we talk about the four pillars of modern misery, anime gaming, posing a job. I'm Tom, an anime sicko.
And I'm Dylan, an anime sicko.
So here's the thing. You might be wondering why it sounds very different. Well, once again, Joe is on health leave. So co-sicko this week is our homie Dylan. You know Dylan from all the other times he has appeared on Anime Sickos. And I will not list them because you know already.
I was Jordy. I'll list that one. I'll go ahead and I'll list that one.
It was a hell of a role. A classic role, classically done. And we sound different because this is a first for Anime Sickos. Well, no, it's not. We used to record in the studio from time to time. This is a first for Anime Sickos, not in the studio. We're in the same room. I'm looking at Dylan right now.
It's crazy. I can see him looking at me.
Yeah. I'm holding my microphone in my hands because if I was to have it in the usual bracket, I would had my back to him like a freak. Dylan asked me if he should turn away like a freak, as though that was going to help the audio in any way. No, it won't. But anyway, I mentioned this all just to get it out of the way. And if you really don't like how this sounds, it's not going to get any better. And you can skip this one. But you really shouldn't, because this is a stupid episode. This is the Anime Sickos weird era. And this is one of the... I asked for all of our Sicko homies, any ideas you have, as dumb, as weird, as impossible as they might be, tell me them. And the dumbest idea that I got, that I was like, oh my God, we got to do this ASAP, was this one. Dylan, can you... What do we do today?
Folks, today we made just under a dozen different sandwiches, and then we ate those sandwiches pretty much immediately afterward. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they varied quite a bit in style. My stomach feels...
It feels
crazy.
It's not... I don't feel ill, but I don't feel normal.
Yeah.
So, no, you are underselling it by saying we made 11 sandwiches, because we made a specific type of sandwich.
Ah, yes.
That was what took me so strongly. It was just I can't believe that you're into this now. Tea sandwiches, specifically. Now, can you tell me how you got into the tea sandwich life?
Yes. So, like everything else, I like tea sandwiches because the internet told me to like them. I saw a short video from James Beard, who I was going to say the late James Beard, but I don't know if he's actually alive or dead. But he made this sandwich, a tea sandwich with just 3 ingredients: onion, mayonnaise, and parsley.
Dead for 40 years.
Dead for 40 years. Wow. Okay. So the late James Beard made this sandwich, and it was a favorite of his wife, I believe, who was even earlier than him in terms of when she became late. So she died before he did. And so he made this sandwich and some sort of must have been archival footage. And then I was like, there's no way this sandwich is good because they forgot to put any of the ingredients on it, because it's just mayonnaise and onions and then parsley, which isn't an ingredient. It's a garnish.
Yeah, it's like sprinkles. That's not anything.
Yeah, but I committed to make this sandwich the way this guy said, with all the frills and everything to it. And when I tasted it, I was mad because it tastes so fucking good, even though it's made of bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And that's sort of the order of the day, folks, is that all of these sandwiches, we didn't make any joke sandwiches. You wanted me to make a sandwich that they made on Sandwiches of History, which was a peanut butter and ground beef sandwich. And the two reasons we didn't make that: one, it called for being bathed in a cream and egg bath and then baked for an hour, which that is no longer a tea sandwich. Sorry.
That is very true. Yeah, that's too much crap.
The Sandwiches of History guy, when he took a bite, was like, "This sucks." So it's okay, we are doing no joke sandwiches. Every sandwich has a positive reception where we found it, at least semi-positive.
Honestly, after, not to spoil things, but after our experiences with peanut butter today, I sort of feel like the peanut butter and beef one, I feel like it would be good. I don't see why it would be bad.
Well, I think it was because of he put it in the oven for an hour, which is because it had a bunch of other things like it had cream cheese and whatnot mixed in to the beef and peanut butter concoction. Kind of like that, but then when you bake it, all of the liquid just like falls right out, and you're left with just dry beef and a disgusting goopy bread. So I bet you could take beef and peanut butter and make a tea sandwich out of it. But I feel like ground beef is not. The thing about the tea sandwiches is they're light, they're cold, and they're refreshing. Yeah. And some of the best ones hit all those. One blew us away. Which one will it be? We'll tell you later.
You won't believe number one.
You won't. I didn't believe it when it was pitched to me. But anyway, we put together a spreadsheet that I labeled insane sandwiches. And yeah, the criteria was the sandwich has to be insane. It can't be a joke sandwich. Like, it can't be ingredients that were picked because they would be extra nasty. When you did this. No, these are like real food that tries to taste good. But also, when you read out the ingredients, you're going to go, huh? Or what? You know how you do it. To that effect, I think it's time to read out the list. And I can't emphasize enough, folks. I'm going to write off all the cost of this as a business expense because I do have to pay taxes for the podcast Patreon. And this is a business expense in order to generate the podcast. Cannot emphasize enough how much fucking money this all cost. You don't think it would because it's pretty simple ingredients, but there's just so fucking many. And also, the amount of food waste that we generated is like eye-watering.
The amount of crusts alone is devastating.
Because I made 2 loaves of white bread in my loaf pan for this.
Folks, Tom baked bread for this. You know you can just buy bread at the store, but Tom said no.
I like baking.
I'm going to make the bread out of some kind of powder and eggs and shit, I assume.
No eggs.
I don't know how it's made, but he did that.
I did do that. But the point being, when it rises out of the loaf pan, it rises out like a lot. And it mushrooms out. So like these are like mushroom shaped bread. And all those beautiful mushroom sides, they had to get cut fucking off. It's not just crust that we're cutting off. I'm talking about like square inches of bread at a time. It was shameful. But what can you do? You could just eat it with crusts on, but that's not pretty. The other thing about the tea sandwich, they gotta look pretty. Okay. Anyway, so to list these fuckers, we have, of course, the original onion, mayo, and parsley.
Where it all began.
And once again, I gotta agree that like that doesn't sound like it could possibly be like a flavor. Like it's like eating flour.
Yeah, it's like what you forgot the cheese and the meat of it, or whatever else will make this into a real sandwich. You put together 1/3 of a sandwich.
It feels like someone asked the question of like how many ingredients can we remove one by one until it stops being like a dish, and it feels like this is like 2 ingredients after that point was reached already. And then we have another one which you were like, this one it doesn't make sense how this could possibly be good, and it's very similar, which is radish, butter, and parsley. Which again, radish is a garnish basically. It's like spicy discs.
Yep.
Butter is butter. And parsley is nothing. Like, how could that be good? But you loved that.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Insane. This is the classic one. This is like giving the tongues a break, because it's like you look at this, and even someone who thinks tea sandwiches are gross knows this one's going to be good, which is cucumber, mayo, and cream cheese. Well, actually, maybe not, because some people hate mayo.
Some people do hate mayo. People are really divisive on what is probably the best substance you can just put onto stuff.
Well, you say that, but we were talking about cream cheese seems like the best
cream
substance
cheese, yeah, you're right. So you've got 2 heavy hitters in terms of substances here. And then the cucumber. I mean, if that's divisive, then cut me up.
Dude, okay. Did you ever play Dave the Diver?
I haven't, but I've heard of it.
Okay, so it's Korean, which doesn't really come up. It's a Korean development studio, but it's like set in America. It's like a Hawaiian, sushi restaurant, and you get food from the deep. Food. You get fish from the deep to serve in the sushi restaurant.
Fruity de mar.
And it's like you could buy 100% that this is an American studio, except for at one point. I mean, this is the whole game in a nutshell, which is it's constantly, as soon as you're comfortable with the systems, it introduces a new one. And one of them is your vegetable farm. And the first vegetable that you can grow and then sell is cucumbers. So you can sell cucumber salad at your sushi restaurant. And this, what they did, I couldn't believe it, and I had to like stop everything and look it up. Apparently in Korea, you know how in America, like the go-to like yucky vegetable, ew, from like cartoons is like broccoli.
Broccoli, right?
Yeah. In Japan, it's green bell peppers.
Bell peppers, yeah.
In Korea, it's cucumbers.
Really?
And every single character goes out of their way to say, like, I'm so disgusted at this awful food. Why are we growing this terrible vegetable? The customers are stupid to want this.
Wow.
It's insane how, like, across the board, everyone hates, every single character to cast hates cucumbers. I couldn't believe it.
They're so palatable. That's
I know.
Crazy.
We used one of those seedless cucumbers that come shrink wrapped. Those are like extra delicious. But you could probably use a normal one, and this would still be good. Speaking of,
They're like, maybe this could taste good if we buried it for 100 days. And just really covered it in so many spices that it kind of doesn't taste like a cucumber anymore.
I probably wouldn't.
And honestly, they were 100% right.
If you gave me some cucumber kimchi, I'd be like, hell
They
yeah.
make these kimchi pickles that are just absolutely bang crazy.
Give me that. Actually, we should make a tea sandwich out of that.
Yeah.
You missed a trick.
Yeah.
God damn. There was this place, I had a cocktail, and they put gochujang in it, and it was like...
Ooh.
Oh, you think that, but it was so overpowering. It was it's like you just stirred gochujang into some water. It was unbelievably bad. Anyway, moving on. This one is really fucked up. Peanut butter, cream cheese, lettuce, mayonnaise, and manzanilla olives with pimento stuffing.
I put this one together, and I remember asking Tom, I think 2 or 3 times, like, am I doing this right? You think? Like, do you think I should put more olives on there? Should I mix the cream cheese and the peanut butter?
I mean, that's one of the most horrific things about this is that the recipe was clear that it's not you spread cream cheese and then you spread peanut butter. It is step 1, take equal parts cream cheese and peanut butter and mix.
Yeah, because like it would have made too much sense to put cream cheese on one slice of bread, peanut butter on the other. You know, no, you need perfect like permeation of cream cheese into peanut butter. Which honestly, the cream cheese peanut butter on its own, I don't know, was okay. Wasn't as good as peanut butter or cream cheese.
Yeah, we'll get more into the specifics once we're doing our things. And okay, this seemed like a fastball down the middle. Asparagus, ham, and mayo. The recipe I found online, it had 2 interesting things. One is it called for basically making them into wraps, but you use bread. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. That is true. I forgot to do that.
No,
was I supposed to do that?
No, because it looks so fucking stupid. And when you're making tacos out of crustless white bread, it looks terrible.
It did look weird as hell.
No, you make that normal. But that seemed like that would be a slam dunk. Next, the other thing that this did that was really a fucking key is that it called for the mayo used to be mayo that had lemon juice and lemon zest stirred into it. And so my thought was then, should this not be the mayo we use for all sandwiches? Because mayo is called for constantly. And so I think for all, except for the onion one. The onion one you wanted.
The onion one I used plain mayonnaise.
Yeah. Because the whole point is that there's no jazz. It's not jazzed up holistically.
It's like an optical illusion of a sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like a sort of food trompe l'oeil.
But we were using this lemony mayo for everything, and I think that's a huge win. So that's just, you can use that in your everyday sandwich life.
It was the best part of a couple of the sandwiches for me, I would say.
This next one is my own creation. My wife and I went hiking at Starved Rock National Park once, and we needed some food when we were on the trail.
To feed to the rock.
Yeah, to feed to the rock. And so my wife, she didn't eat any of that cheese or meat. What are we going to eat? And so I just decided to have big pieces of toast and put hummus and carrot sticks. And that fucking shit hit the spot like none other when we were on the trail. But I was like, it could be just that we were on the trail and that was the spice that made it so delicious. But I'm like, I'm gonna try it out as a tea sandwich, and to make it a tea sandwich, I got to put some stupid bullshit in it. So we also put in parsley and spread mayo on dust slices. Next one, this is the one that Dylan called the good one. Which is, oh shit, we missed an ingredient that would have made it. You wait till you hear which one it is. This would have brought it over the edge.
Yeah.
Prosciutto, apple, brie, arugula, butter, and Dijon mustard. We missed two ingredients.
We missed the Dijon mustard and the brie. Oh man, I blew it on that one.
Yeah,
Damn. We had sandwich fatigue at this point. I think
we did have to put together 22 sandwiches because there's 11. And you had to make 2 of each. Sue us. Fuck.
Damn.
Now, I'm mad. That would have been so good with the brie and the fucking Dijon. This episode's a wash.
It was unfairly, Let's just try again next week.
Yeah, next one. Oh, this one is, I think, of the sandwiches, this is the one that is most, like, overtly horrifying to read out. I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna think it's normal until a turn is taken, and you'll know when. Also, because it's the last one. Smoked salmon. Sorry, it's just I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's like my stomach is turning, even though I know it's not that bad. Smoked salmon, onions, capers, peanut butter.
When we were making these sandwiches, Tom asked me to read the ingredients of the smoked salmon one, and he had abbreviated peanut butter to PB. So when I was reading it, I read it out, and then I saw PB, and I jokingly said peanut butter, assuming that he would correct me and say
lead.
Yes, lead maybe would have tasted better.
No, it's peanut butter.
But peanut butter. Peanut butter and fish. Peanut butter, fish, onions, and capers. Folks, you close your eyes and move your tongue around and pretend that that's all in your mouth right now. Just run the numbers. Do the simulation.
The look of it, because I made the normal part on the bottom bread, yeah? Your smoked salmon with capers and onions. That sounds fine. That's like what you put on smoked salmon. And I then took the top bread and was spreading peanut butter on it. And just like keeping those two things apart, I was feeling fine. As soon as I put the peanut buttery slice down on the bottom, it just looked so fucking wrong.
The way the peanut butter kind of oozes out through the bread and then onto like smoked salmon, it's like looking at a corpse, like a bloated corpse in a river.
I gotta emphasize once again, we did no joke recipes. We found this online and it was rated well.
Yeah,
people were like, this is surprisingly good.
Yeah, Tom made a great point. Every one of these sandwiches comes recommended by someone somewhere.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. There's plenty of insane people, as we well know, but I mean, it's not, the point is, it's not a joke sandwich. Mm-hmm. We're not eating food for funny jokes. Oh, well, actually, it's exactly what we're doing, but you get me. Man, peanut butter on the smoke. It's like I didn't just eat this. Like the way I'm getting shocked.
Yeah,
you said it reminded you of the Onion News Network video where a chef came on to make an omelet he saw in his dream.
Yes, it very much feels like it's something you would eat in a dream.
Yeah, where it's just like you know when you have a dream and like there are people who are not real, but in the dream you know that you are like close friends with them.
Yeah.
And so that's that weird familiarity mixed with there are zero trait. Like this isn't anything. This is just like a blank person. It's kind of like that with food, where it's just like to think that this is like a food that like it's okay to see.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sort of forget all of your experiences.
If real life was a video game, you would take the piece of bread with like the capers and the salmon and the onions, and then you would have the piece of bread with the peanut butter, and then when you put them together, it would be like recipe failed, and you would get like a mistake item.
Yeah, dubious food. This is dubious food. Speaking of dubious food, this one you had to go to a strange zone to get an unusual jar.
I did. I had to go to a very high level dungeon to pick up this fat piece of loot.
This is Branston pickle and cheddar.
Yep, also known as the plowman's lunch.
I cut the cheddar in the British fashion, which is to say the slices were far too thick.
Very rustic.
Tell me about World Market, where you went to get this disgusting goop.
World Market is the most fucked up store I've ever been to in my life. So I was telling Allie, my significant other, that I was going to World Market to pick up this Branston pickle, and I offhandedly mentioned I also want to see if they have any like maybe kind of fancier salami, because I just had a humble Genoa. And she said, "You've never been to World Market, have you?" Because it's not a grocery store. And I said, "But it has all this like foreign food." And she's like, "Yeah, kind of." And she said something that really disturbed me. She said, "It's more of a furniture store." So I left into this incredible storm, very bad weather today, on my way to go to this store that I'm told sells mostly candles and furniture, but also this strange brown sweet relish pickle from England. And I found so many strange fucking jars in this store. It was endlessly upsetting, because a lot of times you would turn around and you'd see some jam and you're like, all right, that's what's up. And then you're like, okay, Vegemite, fair enough. But then I found a big jar of hot dogs, and there's no refrigerated section, because Allie's 100% correct. World Market is more of a furniture store. It's more of a place to buy like wicker and candles and many jars, including jars of hot dogs in brine.
I posted the screen cap of our Discord messages where I said, "Get that awful jar, brother," and you said, "This is the most fucked up place I've ever been, dude." And you had a picture of the jars of sausages. And one of our homies says, I live in Germany, and all the sausages I ever saw were in plastic containers. Why is that in a jar?
Did you notice also on the jar, it promises that the hot dogs inside are crunchy?
I thought you were going to say gluten-free, because it's bigger type.
They are crunchy, but also tasty tender.
Oh my God, wait a minute. Okay. Folks, these are hot dogs. You know how I know it says Frankfurters, okay? You know what? You think of everything you know about hot dogs. Think about how you would package them, you know? Further consider this following piece of text, which is on this jar. Packed in brine.
Packed in brine. Unrefrigerated in the jar. Like you might get some olives or something.
Oh man.
Ooh, boy.
Well, the power to just be able to say like, you've never been to World Market, have you?
Yeah, I was like shattered in that moment. It's like when Yu-Gi-Oh does the mind crush on you. I was like,
because like, what could that mean? Because yes, like
you don't get around much, do you?
This next one, this was a replacement that I found looking up tea sandwiches of history to replace the peanut butter and beef one that the sandwiches of history guy said sucked, which is simply called the French tea sandwich, which I can only take to mean that they are specifically trying to contrast it against the British tea sandwiches, which is all the others. And rightly so, because when I tell you what's in the French tea sandwich, you'll immediately recognize that this is one of the best ones. And I'm going to spoil our review for you. Yes, it tastes exactly like it sounds and looks. Which is to say, it has butter and cream cheese on the bread, and then you put on currant jam, and then you put on some crushed pistachios. That's it. It's a good one. And then this is the one that is that comes from us from unusual because we've said British. I said British just now. This was an American sandwich.
This is an American sandwich.
One of our great artists, executive producer of Succession,
friend of the show, Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell from movies. This is apparently his favorite sandwich. You found this. You posted about this.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it on YouTube. Someone told me that this was Will Ferrell's favorite sandwich, and I thought it sounded so strange. I've got to eat it.
It does sound very strange because I'm about to tell you is that it is salami, mayo, that doesn't sound that unusual.
No.
Grapefruit.
What?
And it's not as any grapefruit. Well, I guess it is any grapefruit, but it's not any preparation of grapefruit, which is to say, when I was cutting up the grapefruit to get it prepared, Dylan was like, no. It looks like a big fat tomato in the videos.
You got to get a big thick slice. You can't do you can't be shy of the grapefruit. He's got to be big part of the sandwich's profile.
It was it felt wrong to do.
Yes.
It looks fucked up.
But we lucked out with a really delicious grapefruit. Today's episode is sponsored by grapefruit. Go out and buy a grapefruit.
Yeah. Usually you have to put salt or sugar in your grapefruit to cut the bitterness and make it palatable. I ate a bit of this grapefruit straight up because I had the slice that was too thin. Dylan said you need a thicker slice, so what am I going to do with that thin slice? I'm going to eat it. And I ate it straight up, nothing on it. Tasted lovely. Who knew?
100%. So at the grapefruit store, use checkout code 5722812.5685K for 5% off your next grapefruit.
If you put that code in wrong, you will be banned from the store.
And a squad will be dispatched to your location.
Is that all of the fucking sandwiches?
I think that's the dirty dozen minus one. Oh, there's a secret 12th sandwich. We didn't make it because I wasn't allowed to make it. But if you have time at home, make a sandwich with cream cheese, slices of banana, and a little bit of grated fresh ginger.
Yeah. So here's the thing. My wife is a banana hater, which is to say that the smell, sight, and even idea of bananas fills her with deep nausea and the desire to fucking puke. And if she saw me consuming a banana, that's like me done for a couple days. She's like, you're gone to me. I would have to probably sleep in the guest room. I think that's exaggeration, but it would be there's just no banana consumption in my house. It can't happen.
Well, you heard it here, folks. If your wife doesn't mind bananas, or if you're already divorced, try the banana sandwich.
It had ginger in it, you said?
Yeah, fresh ginger. You grate a little fresh ginger over it.
Okay.
It's really good. It's really good.
We could have gotten some fresh ginger on some of these suckers.
I think, fresh ginger.
Fresh ginger on the fucking French jam sandwich?
Yeah, totally.
Yo!
That and a little lemon zest, I think, too, would be crazy. Maybe even a bit of drizzle of honey.
Oh, my God. Well, here's the thing about the tea sandwich life, which I'm fully in now.
Another conversion.
There's these little small additions and small changes have huge implications.
Yep. When you're working with 3 to 4 ingredients, altering anything is changing 20% of the sandwich.
It's like that big red Rothko painting, the famous one that's red.
The one that looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
What if he put some blue in there? That would change. It's not so many paintings have blue. So many paintings have blue. It's not unusual to have blue in there. But if you put some blue in there, holy shit, that would be everything's different.
That's a whole new painting right there.
Jesus Christ.
Bread is my canvas.
So, okay, we got to talk about the specifics of... We got to get into the real.
Let's get into the nitty and the gritty.
What is the first sandwich you want to discuss in detail?
I think let's just get it out of the way. The peanut butter and salmon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking at my notes. The first thing I wrote down is insane that this works. Again, it's the most viscerally upsetting to describe and look at. But I don't know. It tasted pretty good.
Yeah, so I really took a while to mentally prepare myself because I was pretty revolted by the concept of this sandwich, if I'm being totally honest. So I'm looking at it, I'm seeing the peanut butter, the salmon, the onion, the capers. I'm kind of steeling myself for what it's maybe going to taste like. And I took a bite, and I was just honestly not even prepared for it. Like, I almost couldn't taste it. It washed over me because it was so... It is really crazy. You taste a million different things in this bite. And something that is, like, shocking on the second bite when I was a little more prepared is that the peanut butter and the salmon and everything kind of, like... The peanut butter tastes like a different ingredient. It kind of stops tasting like peanut butter. It's not that sweet. It's very salty, and it really like flows very creamily into like the fattiness of the fish. It highlights a huge thing of the tea sandwiches for me that I find so interesting, which is that they don't taste in like how they should. Like, you think about it in your mind, and then when it comes out in your mouth, it just tastes different. Like the flavors combined in an unexpected way.
It's like if you're a card game player and you know the meta really well and you see a deck list and it's just like, this is so stupid. Like, this guy doesn't understand the meta. And then you see it in action and you're just like, holy like, whoa, I didn't even consider this combo or this win condition or what have you. Yeah, I think the capers...
Yeah, this is the sandwich of milling your own deck and then playing Thassa's Oracle.
I think the capers are what makes the peanut butter palatable.
Yes.
Because they are so... I think that flavor-wise, they're like the exact opposite. It's this weird, salty, bright and bracing zing
and
of the caper.
I think there would be a weird, like, fishy, almost anchovy-like quality unless it were for the onion, which kind of comes in halfway through. The peanut butter is with you the whole way. The capers kind of gently toss you over the onions. The onion's like, I got it from here. And then you're kind of left with, like, a salty, oniony kind of finish.
I would say, though, that if you wanted to try this at home, which honestly... I don't, and it's not a must, but I would recommend trying it if you think it's interesting. Don't do what I did, which is put a bunch of peanut butter in one piece, put just a bit over both pieces of bread. The fact that all the peanut butter was in one spot, I think, was part of what made it so weird.
Yeah, it created quite a peanut pocket.
Yes, you want it all throughout. You want it to be. You telling me about the goated bite. That will make it so much easier to get a goated bite. What's a goated bite? If so,
goated bite. I believe the poster is Apple Bottom Jings, but he posted about this concept of a goated bite, which is basically just like the bite where all of the kind of ingredients come together in like a single perfect bite. And there's this idea that each food has like a goated bite to it. And tea sandwiches are great because there's such a high density of goated bites, especially when you're eating 11 of them back to back.
So I found it. It's by the X user. Get off that fucking site, brother. It's bad. At Afraid of Wasps. In addition to the star rating, all food reviews should include a section at the end called Goated Bite. And then he quote tweets himself, pretty stupid, but this phrase has completely taken over my life, and I can't have a meal without constantly thinking goated bite contender or trying to calculate the best possible goated bite. It's very real, especially with like a big sandwich or a burger. Like you can tell when you're about to have the goated bite.
You got the pickle, the onion, the cheese. It's all in the
When you take suboptimal bites on purpose, like around the edge, so that you can have an all middle bite. You're setting
yourself up. Oh yeah. This guy knows. The goated bite, it's such an intuitive concept. It's like we all do it. We just didn't have a phrase for it until now.
When you talked about cancels with me and Joe, and when you want to unplug something and then plug something else into the now empty plug, and you're holding the plug you want to plug in, and you unplug and plug in without like letting go. That's a cord cancel.
Cord cancel.
When I can when my arms are full of groceries and I can unlock and open the door without putting any of them down, that's a key cancel. And when it's too much and I have to put some down because I can't do the fine motor skills of getting my keys in, I'm like, I messed up the inputs. Like, I couldn't do the key
You
cancel.
dropped your combo.
Yes. It's so real. And like Joe was talking about, like sometimes when he's taking Ivan home from daycare, there's like some errand. I forget what errand it was, but like sometimes he has to do an errand and he can do it then, and it's on the way back, and like that's a daycare cancel.
Daycare cancel.
It's so real. I mean, these topics all these things that happen in your life. The better you know yourself.
Yeah, the more of these concepts you have, the more powerful your brain is, because you start to see the patterns everywhere. And, you know, video games are better for your brain than, like, reading and stuff.
I think that, honestly, the main problem with the peanut butter and smoked salmon sandwich, it's good, it's interesting, and the peanut butter does work. It's insane that it works, and it's insane that it adds a pleasant sweetness and creaminess and a fun texture.
It's heavy as hell.
It's heavy as hell. Mm-hmm. Also, I just feel, I mean, this is just for me personally, smoked salmon costs so fucking much. The salmon costs so fucking much.
Yeah.
To use it in that way feels so stupid.
Yeah, because like if you just literally took the peanut butter out of the sandwich, then it's like, yeah, that sounds delicious. This is what they charge like $16 for at the store.
Or just like get a bagel. Cream cheese, bagel, onion, capers.
Yeah, and then that is delicious. Yeah.
I mean, it was still good.
It was good.
Like, would I eat a whole sandwich of it? That's tough to say. I think, it is very heavy because the very fatty salmon plus the cream cheese, whatever. No, not cream cheese, peanut butter. All right, next, I want to talk about my man, cucumber, mayo, and cream cheese, the classic tea sandwich. If I only had one tea sandwich for the rest of my life, would it be this one? I don't know. It's a contender. I mean, it is the classic for a reason. Tastes good as hell.
Can I get something off my chest about this sandwich?
Do it.
I always want to hate this sandwich. I always think this sandwich, like more than the other ones, I feel like this sandwich should taste boring as hell. It shouldn't even be good. It should have kind of a salami or cheese, like a Parmesan or something on it. But then I eat it and I think it's so damn good. Why is it like this?
It really, yes, because cucumber is water. Fucking mayo is mayo. Cream cheese is cream cheese. Like if you were to put mayo and cream cheese on a piece of bread, I would be like, this is get out, like leave, like get out of my house. This is an absurd thing that you've done to me, and I will never eat this bread. This bread is not complete. If you were to put actually, I was about to say, if you were to give me sliced up cucumbers, but like I would love that. I would eat. I think that's the thing. Like I would just eat sliced up cucumbers straight up.
Nothing wrong with it.
I think it's just because, okay, actually, no, this, I'm back to thinking I was making a good point. Because the reason you like to eat cucumbers like that is because they're crunchy and cool. Both in temperature and also you feel cool. They're crunchy and cool. And so that's sort of like fun to eat mindlessly. And especially because they're just water. It's like, it's not like it's going to make you full. But like they don't have a ton of flavors on their own. That's why when you get like a cucumber salad at the fucking sushi place, they have vinegar on there. And it doesn't feel like the mayonnaise and cream cheese is going to be enough to be like the vinegar from the sushi place. And yet it is. It's so good. It feels like, I don't know. It's the perfect thing to have with tea.
It tastes like kindness. It's so gentle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, It is really... And I feel like part of what upsets me about it is like... Back in the day, like when there was like a lot of classical art and there was like a lot of ideas about like what a portrait should look like and how people should paint the light and things like that. And then when people started to paint stuff that was kind of abstract, a lot of people were like pissed off about that because they're like, this isn't what the painting should be like. These feel like abstract sandwiches. You know what I mean? Like, they're not following the rules. Like there's a set structure for sandwiches, and these sandwiches take little elements of that and they leave the whole rest of it just strewn about. You know?
That's so fucking smart. I love this. It's real. That's real. I'm blown away by this image. Abstract sandwiches.
These are abstract sandwiches. Yeah.
Because just like it feels like this is not this is some bread with some shit on it. It's not a sandwich.
Totally.
But it is. It's because Cream cheese is so fucking good. Folks, if you haven't had cream cheese in a while, get on that. It's so good. When man put cream and cheese together, he damned himself to hell,
Yes.
but it was all for the good cause.
Absolutely an Icarus moment of just real sin. Yeah.
And also, this is another instance where the lemon enhanced mayo was a real fucking killer.
It was kind of the star of the sandwich for me. Like, I kind of feel like they should stop doing it without the lemon, honestly.
I mean, like, most good mayos that you buy are going to have lemon juice in them anyway, but this is just like, well, we were already on that road. Let's keep walking. And the lemon zest, too. You got to put the lemon zest in there. Oh, it's also fun to zest the lemon because it feels like this is something chefs do. I'm like a chef to do this.
It feels kind of sadistic. Like, you've already done so much to the lemon. Like, he's already dead. You're defiling the corpse.
Yeah. All right. What should we talk about next?
Okay.
You gotta get through these 11 fucking sandwiches. They're so good.
Well, then I think let's talk real quickly about the asparagus and ham and mayo.
This was truly shocking that this was easily the worst one.
Yeah, I think it's almost uncontested. Like, not only was it not very good, it wasn't interesting at all. There was no feeling of like, wow, why does it taste like this? It was like, no, I'm tasting bread and asparagus and ham.
Yeah. Like, you were saying that, like, the thing that makes a great tea sandwich great is how confusing it is. And like you were saying, that it's like all these ingredients are attack modifiers, but there's no weapon equipped, so there's like no base to be multiplied.
Yeah.
So like, how is it possible that it's hitting this hard? Like, there's so many crit chance of ingredients, but like there's no main part, and it's like, well, that's because like a true tea sandwich is a monk that uses its unarmed skill as its base,
and it gets special spells from synergies. But there's no synergies in the ham asparagus. The ham asparagus is they have all of basic equipment equipped. And it's like, this, you didn't level up the character. He's still, you're going to get owned by Duriel at the end of Act 2, dude.
Here. So my thought was, I mean, here's why it didn't taste good. Again, it tastes exactly like it. To Dylan's point, like, you hear, asparagus, ham, and mayo, it sounds like a sandwich. It sounds normal, which is like, there's your first red flag. It can't sound
yes.
Your second red flag is like, it tastes like, the asparagus tastes exactly like asparagus, the ham tastes exactly like ham, and the mayo is just there, and it doesn't really, it affects those two ingredients exactly the way you think, which is the problem. It has to affect them in ways you don't think, and because of that, it just tastes like, it tastes exactly like what we think all the other ones are going to taste like, which is just, you just put some shit on bread.
Yeah.
You put some random things on this.
I don't think it's asking too much to say that a sandwich needs to make you feel gestalt.
Yes. I did say that perhaps what was the problem is that the ham, I just got like a quarter pound of ham lunch meat from the store. And I'm wondering if we used a better ham, like a prosciutto or I mean, even some of the salami. That's a type of ham, isn't it? Not really at all. Prosciutto is a type of ham, though. Or like Spanish, like a Iberico ham. Would that make it good?
You know what I think would have been good on this would have been like a pickled hard-boiled egg.
Ooh, I'm an egg hater, but
oh man,
I'll trust that you know.
I feel like it needed something tangy or something,
Yeah, and the mayo isn't enough. I mean, the mayo was, it does have the lemon juice, but it's just not enough to overcome the fucking ham and asparagus, which
it tasted like a very utilitarian sandwich. It tasted like calories. It tasted like my mom didn't want me to be hungry after soccer practice.
Well, if you're going to talk about moms, I have to say what you actually said.
Go ahead.
Which was that you said it tastes like a not hot mom.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does. It tastes like a not hot mom. It tastes like if it was your mom, you would love her, but she's not your mom, so you're sitting there thinking, she's not that hot.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think that's a good way to segue into the arugula prosciutto sandwich, which was the Hot Mom sandwich.
That was even when we missed,
and we
fully
missed
a third
several
of the ingredients.
We missed the brie and what was it? The Dijon mustard. I think it would have been much better with those.
Dude,
it was still pretty good, but it was definitely missing some elements.
It was pretty good. I was like surprised that I wasn't loving it. And I think
Me
it's
too.
Because I mean, it's like, why didn't I love it?
Yeah.
And one was that there was a lot of butter on it, and I was honestly getting it was feeling to me mostly like a butter sandwich with some toppings, which was not what it was supposed to. But also just like let's think about it. Arugula, that's vegetal and spicy.
Yeah.
Apple, cool, refreshing, and sweet. Prosciutto, delicious and fatty. Now, like, what more do we need? We need some tang. Yep. That's your Dijon mustard, and we need like a heavy, creamy goodness. That's your brie.
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
We really fucked this.
So I think if you make that one right, it's probably phenomenal. Yeah. But even in its pale incomplete form, I still thought it was pretty decent. I mean, there were definitely sandwiches I liked less on this board. We
labeled it the good one because we had to label all of them because we did a little video, and also so we don't fucking forget ourselves.
Yeah.
And even though it disappointed me, I don't think it was wrong to have put the good one in front of that one. Speaking of the good one, let's talk about the radish, butter, and parsley sandwich.
Yeah, this one is the personal favorite in my house. I make this one like kind of on the regular because we buy a lot of radishes.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I bought radishes, and the bag they came in was super big for the use.
You get so many radishes, so like even if you cook them, you're like, well, shit, I still have a bunch of them. So the radish sandwich is a great way to use them, and it's really good.
I mean, it feels kind of like repetitive to say this because we've said it so many times before, but like I was really feeling it at the time. Like, it is absurd that I like this. Like, I'm mad that this is so good, you know? Because like radishes, I don't know, like radishes feel like a garnish food. You don't have them on their own ever.
They taste a little bit like dirt. I mean, it's like, you know, when you're eating like carrot sticks, you're like kind of doing it just to like keep your mind off of like what's going on, not so much to consume a food.
Well, I dip them in hummus and
if you're dipping them, then that's for a food. But if you're just eating them, it's clearly that you're suffering.
Yeah, okay.
And, you know, I feel the same way about the radishes. But there's like a weird, this one to me, with the salt and the butter and the bread and the radish, it gives it a very savory, almost like meat, like a bit of pork or something to me. Like it's like I'm eating a sandwich and there's like a ghost of bacon on it, and like I'm not biting into the bacon, but I'm biting through it, and that's what I'm getting from the radish sandwich.
I think I need to eat more. I only took a couple bites because of, you know, we couldn't really do more than that.
Yeah,
get through all.
You could put more slices of radish on there. I feel like getting a little more radish and mixes.
Because the radish is crunchy, which gives it a body, which make it feel like a real sandwich.
Yeah.
Parsley, I don't think. I mean, we've talked about like parsley is not real. It's a garnish. Like, parsley is one of the more unbelievable leaves.
I think it's bugged. I think parsley's bugged.
Yes. Because chimichurri is like the like short. If you want to make anything taste fucking incredible, chimichurri.
Yeah.
And like, well, what is chimichurri? It is parsley, garlic, oregano, vinegar, and oil.
Yep.
And like, that's it?
That's
it? And like when you're making it, like when you first put the parsley and garlic only into the, you know, food processor and do the initial pulse, and you smell it and you're just like, this is nothing. And you put the oregano in and you're just like, this is just oregano flavored nothing. And you're just like, all that I have left to put in is oil and vinegar. Like, are you sure? But like, there is like a point in the processing where all of a sudden, like, it's like the
bug activates. Yeah.
Yes. Like Mario has reverse long jumped long enough that he's going a million miles per hour and skips half the game.
The flavor underflows. And a similar thing happens in falafel at some point in the cooking process.
Yes. It's 100%. I love that. And it feels like that, like the way that the parsley, which again, it's like, how could it possibly have that big a deal? It does.
It really does. It's messed up. Yeah.
Like, I could just, like, for lunch, make not even a tea version. Just cut up, like, a bunch of radishes and have a full-sized radish sandwich. with parsley. And it's like, it shouldn't be like that. And yet.
Yeah.
Next, I think we should talk about the Branston pickle sandwich.
Yes.
So, did you know anything about what this goop was before?
Not really. So I guess I knew it was pickled.
Yeah.
And I knew that it wasn't like regular pickles. I knew some kind of other vegetables. And then I looked it up to try and figure out like where I might be able to get it other than World Market, which really ended up being the best place to go. But I was like curious, like, are there alternatives to the Branston pickle or whatever? And people, first of all, love this shit. People are crazy about this. Even Americans they're like, I visited the UK and I got hooked on these weird fucking pickles. I can't find them anywhere. But I really didn't know what to expect. They tasted very different from what I thought they would. I thought they were going to be like a taste like mix between like Vegemite and like sweet relish.
Yeah, okay. So my thought was like, because my wife was asking me like, what is Branston pickle? Because I was saying like, Dylan's got to go get Branston pickle. And my answer was like, I don't know. I think it's just like, because this happens a lot in British culture, which is like in World War II, one of the only foods that they still had was a jar of inexplicable brown glop. And they loved it because it was the only food there was. And now, when there's food again, they're hooked on their disgusting brown poverty glop. Like Marmite is that, Bovril is that. They love their disgusting glops. And like to ask what those things are is a ridiculous, because like they're not like, what is Marmite? A yeast extract.
Yeah.
Like, has that helped you at all to learn that? Like, does that explain anything to you? And I thought that was what Branston pickle is. But Branston pickle is just a bunch of vegetables. It's just like, you know what it is? It's like if you were trying to make giardiniera, but instead of spicy, you put in like A1 steak sauce.
Yeah, it tastes like a guy like in old British days. He went to India and he ate some Indian food with like chutney and stuff. And he was like, this is pretty good. And then he went back home and his like kids were like, Daddy, cook us an Indian food. And he was like, I can do that weird stuff.
And just based on his memory and like
yeah,
how
and he just kind of made it from memory. Yeah.
So like it's like vegetables, vinegar, and like sugary date syrup.
Yeah. If I would compare it honestly more to barbecue sauce than to pickles.
Yes.
It tastes more like a barbecue sauce.
There's a big, like, you could put this on ribs, in fact.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I bet it would be really good on ribs. That actually sounds kind of dope.
Yeah, no, I want to make this the episode topic now. Fuck, man. So we had this goop in the Plowman sandwich, which again was just straight up huge chunks of cheddar cheese and Branston pickle, and well, it was good, but it was not. You could tell right away this is not how it should be.
Yeah, it tastes very like divorced dad. Like I ate a lot of stuff that tasted like this in college, like when you only have like bread and condiments. Mm-hmm. This is a real like you're cleaning out the fridge kind of sandwich.
Yes, my note was like, this is like these things like my cheese is gonna go bad tomorrow, or like I had a party where I served cheese and crackers and Branston pickle, and now like I just need to get rid of the remainder.
This is a perfect sandwich to eat over the garbage without a plate.
Yes. It's just like, yeah. If at any point your first instinct for what to do with these ingredients is make this sandwich, like stop and like rethink everything.
Just see if you have anything else. But if you are like drunk at like 1:30 a.m., this kind of stuff gets you through.
Yeah.
It'll help you plow. Plow man.
Okay. So we've been talking about ones that were good. We got to talk about this one, which is not so good, which was the peanut butter, cream cheese, lettuce, mayo, and olives.
God.
So the main goo of the peanut butter and cream cheese mixture is it's too powerful.
Yes.
It's like too much.
Yes.
Period.
And the olive... You know how there's like when you're a kid and there's like a lot of ingredients in some foods that you don't really like, and so you kind of try to eat around them. It felt like this was a sandwich full of landmines. Like every time I hit an olive, I was like, kind of regret that. And it very ambitiously tried to do the tea sandwich thing where somehow all these ingredients will come together and it'll just taste good. But it really doesn't. It really doesn't taste good. It tastes like when a little kid in a movie starts cooking.
Yeah.
And they just kind of put random ingredients together.
Yeah.
This one is absolutely a dubious food for sure.
I had high hopes for this because, well, one, I already have sandwiches with olives on them because I put giardiniera on them. There's sometimes you pull out a full fucking olive from the giardiniera jar and you're just like, what a treat. And also, like, these are the classic Spanish manzanilla olives with the fucking
The olives
pimento.
are so good.
They're so good. Oh my God. Like this, and when I was growing up, we always had jars of this because my dad would have them in martinis, which he drank at a rate, which now as an adult, I know was unconscionable, unbelievable. Oh, well, he doesn't drink them that often now. That's what matters. But there was always these olives, and I would eat them like straight up out of the jar. Love them. And it'd been years since I had any. And I ate one out of the jar before because I had to slice them into fucking hilarious little slices. I ate a couple and like, they're great. And so I'm like, okay, this is going to be good. Like, it's a good flavor. No, the goop is too strong. The goop can't be on any sandwich. I think that's the fact. Like, this goop is so thick, so mouth drying, and so sweet that like it's.
Yeah, and like I don't know, like mayonnaise and olive, absolutely, but the peanut, I don't know, like why peanut butter, why lettuce, like what was going on? You know, when you look at like a food, like the aspic stuff where it's like shrimp and olives in like Jello,
Yeah,
you know, and you think, wow, that's crazy. They really ate like this back in the day, and they like didn't really eat like that all the time. But I can almost imagine like them putting this sandwich out in like a museum and being like, see, back in the day they ate this with the olives and the peanut butter and everything.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, there was one.
It tastes like you woke up while you were sleepwalking and you're like, oh, all right, time to eat, I guess.
After I had my first bite, I saw that there was like an olive right there. And
yeah, it doesn't help that the sandwich looks like a vomit sandwich, like someone threw up and you put it between bread.
Well, yeah, but I was gonna say, like, I intentionally took a small bite that just encompassed that olive, so I knew exactly what I was attempting to get a goated bite. Of
Yeah,
that
I was
sandwich.
gonna say sounds like a goated bite scenario.
And because I'm like, maybe I didn't, because when you have these strange things, you can't trust your first bite because you're just like,
so true.
There's too much.
You get bushwhacked in the first bite.
Yes, there's too much information. You don't know how to parse it, and also you're just like, what is happening? Like, did I actually get any olives? Did I get a lot of olives? Did I get like what is like in this awful cacophony of fucking input? What is the olive and like how do they work? And so I wanted to just like, okay, I know exactly what this is. This is one olive, exactly what it is. And no, it fucking sucks. It tastes bad, dude.
The entirety of my notes are bewildering, like drowning in brine and peanut butter. Feels like being in outer space. Feels like they electrocuted your brain to make you hallucinate flavors.
That's pretty good. That's good notes. My notes are a head scratcher.
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty much the same, but not as eloquent. Oopsie. So after that disgusting one, the French tea sandwich, which again is butter, cream cheese, currant jam, and fucking pistachios crumbled up.
Tom got some knockout currant jam for this.
Currant. Well, I think part of it is because I had to go to the fancy store, yeah? Any currant jam that you get in America, because currant is like a fruit that, for reasons I once knew, it's some stupid reason, but if there was a reason, like, you couldn't have currants in America for a long time, and now you can, but there's just no cultural knowledge of currants. No one wants to eat a currant. the way you would want to eat.
You see them like in burrata occasionally.
Yeah. They're not like a normal fruit.
Yeah.
When you give a baby a book where it teaches them about apple and orange and banana, it doesn't also have currant because currant is nothing. But the point being, if there is any currant jam to be had, it's always gonna be fancy type.
Yes,
you're never gonna get a Smucker's currant.
Yeah.
So this jam, I mean, I opened the jar and I was just like, oh my God, the smell was incredible. Mm-hmm. And folks, what can you say? Butter, good. Cream cheese and jam, that's a known quantity. Mm-hmm. Everyone loves that. And then the pistachios, come on.
Yeah, it's like the king of the nuts.
The king of the nuts. Is that nut that make you nut? And it's crunchy and it tastes good and it's got that savory nutty body.
Yeah.
What can you say?
Yeah, I feel like for me this one is like, yeah, just incredible. Like it tastes a lot like when you go and you get like a very like high end, like a French turnover or something. Mm-hmm. It tastes like that, but like just like quicker, like a better return on your investment with regards to time. You just make it into a sandwich instead of spending all day baking a little tart.
I'm gonna pull a twist on you now.
Yeah.
I think actually this sandwich has a critical weakness that cannot be overcome just by the nature of what tea sandwiches are, which is it's obviously good and tastes exactly like you think.
Yes, I'm glad you said that because I agree. It's the best sandwich we ate today that didn't really do the thing.
It didn't surprise
you. Do the taste optical illusion. It wasn't like it tastes like there's an ingredient in here that doesn't exist or isn't in here, It was just very good, but it was very much the sum of its parts, I almost would be tempted. I know we were talking about ways to gussy up this and the other sandwiches, but I'm thinking now in this late juncture, it needed something spicy. It needed, ginger or even maybe crushed red pepper, something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Just to get kind of weird with it. This one I wanted to be weirder, yeah.
It's just so normal. I mean,
it's very normal. But it's a great dessert. I think this is this is the kind of sandwich that will get you laid, potentially.
I mean, we'll see.
If you're alone, it's almost 100% chance.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if you're alone, you can really, that's all up to you. You can eat anything. And
can help you talk yourself into it.
All right. We got 2 more sandwiches to discuss. I'll leave Will Ferrell's delight for the last.
Yeah.
The second to last one is, again, this was my creation from when I was hiking in Starved Rock, the hummus and carrot stick sandwich. Now, my hummus I make the goodest hummus, folks, and I made this with real dried chickpeas that I cooked. They weren't even from a can, so they're even better. And so this hummus, this is just off the chain from the beginning. And then carrot sticks on top of that, sweet and crunchy in the sandwich. Lovely. What a treat. And then but here's what I was doing to tea sandwich it up, which was of course some parsley and then that mayo. And I was thinking that I was ruining the hummus and carrot sandwich for a joke. No, dude. No, that was good as hell.
The thing about mayonnaise and parsley is it's like it's like in a card game. It's those cards that you could just run in every deck because they just make the deck more consistent. They don't really interact with the pieces too drastically. And I loved this sandwich. I love vegetarian sandwiches. It's part of why I really like a lot of tea sandwiches because otherwise it's hard to get a good vegetarian sandwich. Yeah. I do eat meat, but we could all eat a little less of it probably. Mm-hmm. And this is a great sandwich. I feel like a lot of the great vegetarian sandwiches, hummus is a huge is the spine of the sandwich, you know?
Because so many, there's a sandwich spot around here, Humboldt House, that is highly rated, but I never ever get anything from there because if I got anything from there, it'd be for me only. Because the only vegetarian sandwich they have, my wife vegetarian, is just turkey sandwich, but we took the turkey out.
It's just a toppings sandwich. You've made half a salad, put it on some bread, and called it a fucking day.
Well, I'm glad. I've had a brain blast moment you saying topping sandwiches. That's what so many of these seem like they're gonna be.
Yes, they are topping sandwiches, but then somehow the toppings, like, they have a life of their own.
How is it possible? This is something that, like, scholars have to research. There need to be papers on this. How is it possible that, like, onions, lettuce, tomato, and pickles are, like, the yummiest toppings on a turkey sandwich, but when you take the turkey out, it's worthless.
It's dog shit. Yeah, it's like eating a fucking health inspection. It's horrible. It tastes like just like drywall. Like, yeah, no one should be eating that, man.
But yeah, hummus.
But then if you took some of the stuff away, you took the tomato and the lettuce away, and then you just added parsley, all of a sudden it's like a weirdly perfect sandwich.
Yeah. Hummus good. You were talking about the Mediterranean sandwich at Potbelly's. They got hummus as a main thing.
Yeah. And I liked the way you cut the carrots, very thick and very crunchy.
Yes, because that's a critical thing is the texture contrast, because the hummus is so soft and smooth and creamy.
Yes, a lot of vegetarian sandwiches taste like biting into a piece of lettuce covered in mashed potatoes on bread, and it's horrible.
No, you got the crunch.
Yeah.
And also,
you need some texture in there.
We talked about the jazzed up mayo being so good.
Yeah.
Because any good
wow.
mayo has lemon, and then you're just helping it. You're like let's walk a few more steps on the lemon path.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the mayo on this sandwich was such a killer, because hummus is like that too. Hummus, any good hummus got some lemon juice in there. And I tell you, my hummus had got plenty of lemon juice, fresh squeezed from a real one, not from a jar. And it's just like lemon is like, not parsley. It's like shocking that it improves everything. Lemon, we've all known from the beginning, improves everything. So
we made lemons because we felt like limes were lacking.
Exactly. Yes. So, like lemons went pretty far in the fruit tournament, if you recall. I think they beat apple. Did they beat?
I'm pretty sure they did.
I don't want to look it up.
They got close to the end for sure.
Yeah, and like it's legit. They're like lemon is an incredible flavor that makes anything better. And so these are just very, very lemony sandwiches. And then like the lemon flavor plus the parsley, it's just off the chain. It's so good. I love these guys. I would make them again. We tried some with pickled onion, because you were saying that they needed something else.
Yeah. We tried pickled onions, and it was a little bit much.
I think part of it was that we were like pulling back the bread and like trying to shove pickled onions into there. And as a result, there was like too much at once. And also because we're doing it so haphazardly, a lot of the goop, a lot of the juice came with. Like if we could like drain them a little bit and put them more sparingly throughout, I think that would give a good zing. You can try that at home, folks. Pickled onions. All you got to do with pickled onions is cut up onions and put them in a jar with some vinegar, and then you done.
It's like, it's so worth having them like all the time.
You don't even have to wait that long. You can wait like an hour.
Oh, it takes like no time at all.
Anyway, I'll just say the last sandwich we have not discussed is the original, the OG, onion, mayo, and parsley.
Yeah.
Talk about a topping sandwich.
Yeah.
We ate this one last, and so I had already experienced that sort of flavor optical illusion multiple times, and it was like no longer shocking to me that it could happen. And this still fucking shocked me.
Yeah, I mean, this totally convinced me to dig into the tea sandwiches to begin with, just because the effect is so profound. You expect, like, I know what a raw onion tastes like. I know what mayonnaise tastes like. And parsley doesn't taste like anything, and I know that. So when I bite into this, it should just taste like a fucking puck of onion, right?
Yeah. Yes. It shouldn't taste
It should taste like what it is.
Yes. It should taste like what it is. It shouldn't taste like a dish. It shouldn't taste like anything came together. It should taste like a topping sandwich. It should taste like I had the fucking meat took out, and I'm left with some crap. It was so good. It was like one of my favorite ones.
It's very oddly delicious, and like, it's like creamy and oniony. It almost tastes like if a soup was a sandwich. It's all the ingredients on it are cold, but it feels warm to eat it. Yeah, it's incredible.
It like truly does not, like the math does not work. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like 1 + 1 + 1, but you bite it and you're like, that's a 10.
Yep, it's very strange.
I'm just thinking about it again. We should also mention, so we've been talking about this gussied up mayo we've been using on everything. Mm-hmm. You insisted.
I insisted on plain mayonnaise for this one.
No advantages.
Yep.
Straight normal. Although, okay, we should say that this might be an advantage. The sliced up raw onions we did like soak for like 10 minutes, which makes them a little less harsh. Mm-hmm. We didn't. They're still raw. And I bet that if you did them straight, like straight up,
when I've made them, I've done them straight, and it's still great. It's still excellent. And
what else is I trying to say? When there's so few ingredients, you think that the flavor is going to be simple.
Yeah, but it is like
there's depth. It's
totally
like you could eat a whole sandwich and it feels like it's telling you a story the whole time.
Mm-hmm. It tastes like it was like cooked all day somehow, even though it's literally raw. Like
it's literally raw and it's 3 things.
It's literally raw. It's like almost no ingredients. It's condiments. It's toppings. You cut it into like you cut it into the shape of an onion, like a little circle, with like a mug or a cup. It's really cute,
So you're supposed to well, rather, James Beard, a professional chef, 40 years ago when he was alive, he thought he was still alive. He died when he was 80 years old, by the way. not a taken before his time type of guy.
Struck down in his prime.
But if you're James Beard, what you would do is you would take these round sandwiches and somehow adhere the shredded parsley to the outside. We didn't do that.
Yeah, he could get mayonnaise around the edge and then like roll them in the parsley, and they look really, really cute. But
we just did all between the.
I tried, but it's tough. It's tough.
I mean, even so, you cut them into rounds. That's gorgeous. That's fun. Holy shit! I liked a lot of these sandwiches, but that I can't, it's insane. Like even now, I'm just like, how can it be that I like that one the best?
Yeah.
More
than and the grapefruit salami one was kind of a bad banger.
Oh shit, that was one we didn't talk about yet.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
Don't worry, I gotcha. Okay. I wasn't gonna let you get away.
The finale.
Talking about Mr. Farrell's
finale.
Wild animal.
Yeah, the salami and grapefruit and mayo sandwich is. You hear that and you think Will Ferrell's out of his mind. No, Will Ferrell's smart.
Yep.
That should be on every sandwich shop's menu.
Totally. It's an instant deli classic for me. Like, I would eat this every day, really. I mean, you're getting a piece of fruit. You're getting some super processed meat, which is really good for you. You're eating some bread and mayonnaise. So what's not to like?
It's like out of this world. And it does the tea sandwich thing. So you can have this as a normal sandwich, which he does. He passes it on rye, which is, I think having anything on rye makes it not a tea sandwich because a tea sandwich has to be on pillowy
It's got to be
bread.
delicate, yeah.
Yes. But it is a perfect tea sandwich because it has that. It has the flavor alchemy where like you put these things together and somehow the result is wrong in your favor. And you do need you were right. You do need a big
thick piece of grapefruit. Oh, yeah.
Because, like, oh, my God.
It's so much better than a tomato. Like, I don't think it would work with everything. But, like, in this sandwich, it's like, it's everything. You know what I mean? Like.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I think it's harder to get a really good tomato than a really good grapefruit just because I think grapefruits are probably easier to grow. And really great tomatoes are, as I know fucking well, very, very hard to grow. And most of the tomatoes you get are not good. A really good thick slice of tomato, you can talk about a sandwich alchemy. If you get a good slice of tomato, you put mayo and tomato,
and a little bit of salt. Yeah, that's a great sandwich.
Unbelievable.
But we're not very true.
To have that be a sandwich you can have regularly involves you being in a world that we're not in.
Yeah.
So in that way, I guess you can say it's better than a big tomato because if we're assuming that the quality of the tomato is average, okay, I'm past that. I just didn't want to impugn tomatoes because because they too got very, very high in the fruit tournament. Grapefruit. How do I put of the citruses? It's the best to put on a sandwich because it's so meaty. Mm-hmm. But when you bite it, it makes the sandwich so light, which you would never think a salami sandwich would be light, but it is.
Yeah. Is it weird to say, like, if this sandwich were to buff your stats, it would give you, like, a big intelligence buff?
Yes, dude, you could cast spells.
Yeah, you would. This would help you cast spells. Absolutely, right? Like, it's something. It's so like sophisticated. It requires like a sort of like an esoteric knowledge. This is a sage's sandwich. It kind of honestly has changed how I feel about Will Ferrell for the better. Like, I didn't know he was a man of such depth.
Yes. You think he's a clown. You dropped an incredible bomb on me, which is that you have not seen Anchorman, but you have seen Anchorman 2.
I did. I saw Anchorman 2 in theaters, but I'd never seen Anchorman 1.
That is... How were you the age that you were in the years that it was, and you didn't?
I know. Honestly, it's crazy. I hadn't seen Step Brothers until like this year, but I watched Talladega Nights like maybe 100 times. So I don't know.
Huh. Well, that's if you like Talladega Nights, how are you not watching Anchorman every fucking day?
That's yeah. I guess I don't know, maybe I'll watch it this weekend.
I don't know if it holds up. Well, who's to know? I mean, the reason I don't know if it holds up is because like every one of the jokes has been, I've not only heard it said by the actors in the film 100 times,
but many 14-year-olds.
Yes.
Oh yeah, big time.
So like they don't even feel like lines from a movie. It feels like a parade of 14-year-olds like doing their thing.
Yeah, there's some scenes of Anchorman where I don't know if I've seen the clip like on YouTube or like on Comedy Central, or if I've just heard it so many times in the locker room that I can imagine it very vividly.
Yes. Anchorman 2 sucks fucking ass though, but this sandwich, oh my god! And the other thing is. We talked about this, is that the grapefruit we got was very delicious and not
juicy,
bitter.
Sweet, yeah.
And the genius, this is the sage's thing about grapefruit, is that usually the thing that you do traditionally to a grapefruit is you put sugar on it, and it brings out the sweetness for reasons that should be obvious. But if you are a guy who knows about Alton Brown, who knows about science, you know the real way to get the bitterness out of a grapefruit is with salt, because not only does salt enhance all flavors just by its nature, it like blocks the bitterness receptors in your tongue. It like fucking the molecules fill in.
So there's a grapefruit bug too.
Exactly. So you put salt on a grapefruit and you are incapable of tasting the bitterness in the grapefruit. So all you taste is the sweetness, which is then further accentuated by the fact that there's salt, making the flavors more potent. Yummy. So everyone knows who's a genius. You put salt on a grapefruit, not sugar, because you're still tasting the bitterness with the sugar. It's just more sugar. Well, what is the fucking main flavor of salami?
Salty meat.
It's salty meat. It's so good. I like, what was it? It's like I'm taking a drink of water with every bite. Mm-hmm. But it's so good.
I'm imagining I'm on a beach and I have a big, beautiful piece of bread and I have like a bunch of slices of salami and I'm about to take a bite, but then a little old man scurries up to me and he says, no, you want to make this right. And he pulls from his back pocket a huge, thick slice of grapefruit and he slops it on down. And I say, whoop, like this? And he goes, yeah, like this. And I take a bite and I go, oh. And that's what this sandwich is like for me. It's really good.
Okay, I was with you in that visualization. Like, oh, this would be a great beach sandwich. But then you introduced the little
because he knows the secret. Because he knows the secret.
Oh, feral man! Will Ferrell! It wasn't on purpose, folks. That just happened. That's how you know it's true.
It would be a great beach sandwich, though. This is the kind of sandwich you'd be crushing in the heat. Be great with a beer, like a nice lager.
Oh my god! Make your own radler.
Oh my god, a bloody radler.
I mean, you don't even need to. You can just have a fucking like Pacifico and just drink it while you have.
Take a bite, take a sip, and then swallow at once. Choke a little bit, and then like you'll appreciate your life when you survive, and the flavor will be really nice.
I think that this discovery really just goes to show what the real value of this exercise was. And I do consider that it had a very real value beyond just something funny to do for an episode, which is like, I don't know.
It is like the joy of food.
Yeah. Yes. Food is to eat a yummy dinner is like one of the reasons to fucking continue living.
And to like bring things together and make food out of it. Like Allie makes fun of me a lot because I bring this up every time we go out to like a nice dinner. But I can't help but mention, because I'm always thinking about it, like, even if you were a king back in the ancient days, you couldn't eat a grapefruit and salami sandwich because the conditions that would allow for salami and grapefruit to be in the same part of the world at the same time just didn't exist. You know, you were so much more limited, and like we're in like a precious moment in time. Like, I don't think it's going to be this good forever.
Oh, it won't.
You know, but right now, like, we can make so many incredible foods, and we'll make incredible foods even once we can't get bananas and shit like that. But, you know, I don't know. There's like a lot of exploring that you can do, and like stuff doesn't taste how you expect it would.
And maybe this is just me, but I imagine everyone feels this to a certain extent, is that you sort of get, especially as you get older, you like understand, like, well, I know what food tastes like, and I know what normal cooking is.
Yeah.
And so like my thoughts are like, I'm gonna cook normal things, and I'm gonna like oh, what can I do to jazz up this normal thing? Like, oh, and I'll do something. I'll make this slight change, or I'll put a different seasoning.
And you do that for 50 years, and then you die, and then
yes, exactly. And it's just like, to eat insane sandwiches, you take these wild turns into scenarios you'd never be in before. And if I can plug the Anime Sickos Patreon, the Anime Sickos Patreon exclusive show, Tom's Record Club, where we listen to an album of the week and then talk about it. And then there's an episode at the end where we discuss, and I read everyone's great takes from the Discord out loud. What's fucking great about that is exactly the same thing. It's like I'm listening to fucking salami and grapefruit music like every week, like, and I never would have sought out this shit. And now I'm like, well, I have to figure out how to appreciate this in order to talk about it. And in the doing, I become so much richer. And the same thing with eating a yummy onion and mayo sandwich. Anyone who hates mayo, you are just, you know what you're doing? You're fucking, you saw it in a meme somewhere. That's what it is. I refuse to believe this is based on anything real. Or like you see that it's a gloppy white goop and you're like, yuck.
It looks nasty.
It does look nasty.
And if you eat it just by itself, it is nasty.
Yeah, but like similarly,
like, don't do that.
You would never have like a teaspoon of salt by itself.
Yeah, totally.
But salt's the most goodest from the, you need it or you'll die, man.
Have you heard that that every taste is acquired except for sweet and salty?
I believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reason why every kid wants fucking ice cream and French fries and nothing else.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Is there anything left to say about these fucking sandwiches? I had a hell of a time.
I had a wonderful time. My stomach is finally starting to feel a little normal. I will say about halfway through the episode, I was like, ooh. Really starting to like, all the ingredients were getting to know each other in the pot. And
I mean, that's also part of why the smoked salmon sandwich was like, why the idea of like going, because like when we were done, I was looking at all the sandwiches being like, ooh, I'd like another bite of that. Ooh, I'd like another bite of that.
Yeah.
I looked at the smoked salmon sandwich, even knowing that we thought it was pretty good. And I was like, there's no,
it's such a commitment. Yeah.
Like, don't give me that shit. Do not put that in my mouth. That said, though, after having, you know, this episode, this hour of yapping and sitting, like, I'm ready for, like, I'm so excited to go back out into the room and see, like, what's left. What's left? What can I take a bite out of? It's still good. I mean, not what's going to go bad. Maybe the salmon's a little funky, but it's smoked. It's not going to hurt me.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I want to eat the rest of that fucking, goddamn, the current jam sandwich, the French sandwich. Oh, my God,
yeah, that one was...
That's straight up dessert. That's like dessert.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It's like, this is not a tea sandwich because it doesn't surprise you. I think what it is a dessert sandwich.
Yeah. It tastes like a cake.
Tea time.
Yeah. If you don't want to bake a whole cake.
I mean, you could probably just eat currant jam with a spoon, honestly.
Yeah, with a little bit of Greek yogurt or something.
Ooh, I haven't had Greek yogurt in forever. Anyway, this is neither here nor there. Should we wrap up the episode? I think so. It's been a while. Thank you for listening to our ridiculous sandwich episode.
Yeah, the Sandwich Odyssey.
Yeah.
With 2 Ds.
Dylan, people should follow you on the internet because you say incredible jokes.
I do say some very incredible jokes.
How
The
do
best
you do that?
place to follow me right now is on Blue Sky at Fio Fiorello. That's one word. FIOFIORELLO .bsky.social. You'll know you found the right one when there's a little Wario. You should read and like all of my tweets. I'm trying to make thousands of dollars, not necessarily through the posting, but I do need thousands and thousands of dollars for my house and my food and my bills and stuff. So, but I do go to work for that. But if you have a lot of money and you want to give it to me, I will take it from you.
Yes. The thing about following Dylan, and it's such a the ROI is out of this world because it's free, you know.
I have a couple ones that I felt like didn't get the attention they deserved.
Well, it's because when you do post, it's in...
I blitz them.
It's in unbelievable... It's like you're just like enter another zone, like you're glowing, and you just boom, 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 boom. And I'm trying to find one that I want to read for people. I have found it, which is the scorpion is a fascinating animal that's shaped like a tattoo.
It is.
I can't.
Not wrong.
This one, I immediately started texting Joe. I'm like, "Did you see this fucking scorpion?" And he's like, "Yeah, I saw the scorpion tweet." And we were both so mad because it's just like you just. I worked on this for a year, and he just tweeted it out. This one did get some
that
traction.
one got some hits. I was kind of surprised because I thought it was a little innocuous.
Nowhere near what it deserves. 68 retweets and 184
all my
likes.
tweets, all my posts should have like 1,000.
I mean, it's honestly real. Like, we've been fucking... You only have 262 followers. These are 262 smartest people on Earth.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, there's no funnier poster.
Okay, hold on. This one only got 2 likes, and it's one of my best posts, I think, ever. Solomon wiped, and on the paper, still shit-stained, the words could be faintly read, "This too shall pass." Solomon wiped again, and this time, the paper unbesmirched, still read, "This too shall pass." 2 likes, guys. 2 likes. I'm out here pumping out stuff that would make Poe's fucking toes curl, and I'm getting no return. I'm not even making any money on this. This wasn't even supposed to be my main gig. This was supposed to be my side gig, and I'm completely underwater.
Someone should step up to become Good Knievel, the first dare angel. Fuck, man. This is so fucked up. There's so many of these.
Oh, people like the Havana Syndrome one. Yeah, I got Havana Syndrome. I'm having another beer.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all. Thank you. I've been Tom, an anime sicko.
I've been Dylan, an anime sicko.
Thank you for listening to our sandwich stuff. If you make these sandwiches, take a picture of them and fucking tag Anime Sickos and tell us what you think. And I bet you'll like them.
And don't forget to use checkout code 5722-812.587K when you buy a grapefruit.
Yes. Jesus Christ. All right, bye-bye. End of episode over. Thank you for listening to Anime Sickos. I've been Tom, a sicko. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Tom Harrison. Joe was also a sicko. You can follow him on Blue Sky at Sharia Uncle. You can follow Anime Sickos on Blue Sky at Anime Sickos, or email us at animesickos@gmail.com. You can give us money at patreon.com/Anime Sickos if you want. Please leave us a review or something. I don't know. Tell a friend. Anyway, until next time, bye.